Me. Welcome. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Crypto Report. I'm Crypto Kip, and wow. How about this bull market? Should I call it a bull market? I see the chat. Is it not a bull market? This is what the chat's saying. Is the bull market? Why are we calling it a bull market? Don't call it a bull market. It's not a bull market. Is it a bull market? We got to talk, everybody. We got to talk. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, all. I hope you're doing. Oh, I hope you're doing great today. I just realized that I have some of my daughter's spit up on my chest, but I'm a professional, so I'm just going to ignore it. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip. I hope you're doing great today. Let's get into this thing, guys. Let's get into this thing. There is some interesting news that has happened over the last 24 hours. The SEC says that meme coins are not securities. They're collectibles. The market didn't care. The market still came down quite a bit last night. We saw 79, 78K. It's tough. It's tough, guys. I mean, like, look, it's tough. But should you really be that surprised that Bitcoin is doing that? No. Should you be surprised that altcoins are doing this right now? Yeah, maybe a little. Yeah, it is a little surprising that altcoins have been struggling as much as they have. But then again, it's pretty surprising that inflation sucks. And it's pretty surprising that tariffs are not that cool. Okay? Maybe it's not that surprising that tariffs aren't that cool, but it's surprising that tariffs are actually being implemented in a big way. We knew that it was talked about, but here it is. It's happening, and people are starting to realize, oh, it's happening. Oh, it's not. We don't like it, everybody says. Now, in the long term, I can understand where it could be a good idea, but in the short term, it's painful for the markets. And so, you know, on one hand, this is a whole conversation that it's a complicated conversation, right? But it's a conversation that has something to do with crypto. The tariffs are an important thing to talk about because it's what's dialing back the crypto market right now. It's what's bringing down the stock market as well. And today, the S&P 500 is getting some more relief. Well, some relief, should I say. It's up just slightly today. But, you know, we have been seeing the market get hurt a little bit recently, right? We have. So I want to share with you guys, let's just look at like one example here. Okay? I know you're hurting in crypto, but let's look at this really quickly. Again, welcome back, everybody. Let's do a screen share. Let's share the screen. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. This is NVIDIA. NVIDIA goes, ouchie. Look at this. Down from 153 to 121. Look, that's just as bad as Solana. The stock market, right? NVIDIA, everybody's been so excited about NVIDIA. And NVIDIA is starting to look a little bit toppish. Here. Now, I want to remind you guys that you know, you could see that this looked a little bit toppish back here. My draw tool is not working. You know, you could say that this was a top back here, and it certainly was. Boom. That was like almost a full year of down. And then boom, it exploded. And it went a lot higher. So look, crypto is not the only volatile asset. The stock market is volatile too. And the stock market is experiencing pain right now. Now, I'm just looking at one stock in particular, but, you know, there's a lot of stocks right now. There's this is the tech stocks. There you go. Palantir is down almost 50%, almost. I mean, less, but down a huge amount from its recent highs that it had recently. We could look at what else do we have going on? I don't know. Let's just see what Dell's doing. I don't know. There you go. Dell's down a lot. I don't really watch Dell at all. Let's see what, I don't know. Let's just look at like Tesla. That's a popular stock. How's Tesla doing? Oh, look, Tesla's down as well. So it's like an everything ouchie. in all markets are just like getting crushed right now. And historically, what does this mean? Buying opportunities in the stock market, buying opportunities in the crypto market. It's buying opportunities, guys. Yes, inflation sucks. And yes, the tariffs are not that fun to deal with. Is there any good with the tariffs? Yeah, I think there is some good with the tariffs. Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have to pay taxes? Yeah, that'd be nice. Wouldn't it be reasonable if one country's, charging us that we're charging them the same, or we just don't charge it, we don't do this in balance, but oh, well, don't we have, an unfair advantage? Well, I don't know. You could get into all these little arguments, but there's some people, that are really upset about these tariffs, and I am too, in terms of what it's doing to my portfolio. But I'm curious to see, I guess, how it plays out. I don't know. I mean, it could be terrible. It could be terrible. I really don't know. I'm not an economist, right? But it's certainly the number one thing that is crashing your portfolio today. And so it's something to keep in mind and talk about. What are the good parts of it? What are the bad parts of it? Well, the good parts about it are potentially, and the part that Elon and Trump are arguing, is that it could actually help inflation, because if we could balance the budget, we can reduce the deficit. We're spending too much on the interest payments on our debt as the United States, and that the country's going to go bankrupt. Well, if we can reverse that course, well then, we're actually going to improve inflation in the United States, and then maybe we can give $5,000 to everybody in this, On the bad side, it's like, the other side is saying, well, it's going to make inflation worse. And in the meantime, that's probably true. And it's also going to make your iPhone more expensive. And it's going to make your, I don't know, here, I got here's my Shure mic that I make for, that I use when it comes to recording my short form content. And if you can see here, it's made where? Oh, where's it made? It's made in China. And so this, which was already an expensive mic, just got, more expensive by 25%, maybe more. I don't know how it's going to lay out, but you want to go buy some things. You want, look, you want to buy here you go. This is my space heater for my room. Here's a remote. This is made in where? China. So, these are some of the real things that are going on, and that's scary for people. What do you mean it's 25% more tariffs to China? Well, now all my stuff's more expensive. A lot of things are made in China, guys, and that brings us back to a problem that we have here in the U.S., that we don't have manufacturing here. Well, it's more advantageous to go get, cheap labor over there. Well, is that ethical? And then now we're in a hole. And anyway, here's the deal, guys. Crypto's tied up in the middle of this. I want to cuss, but I'm not going to cuss. In the middle of this junk, okay? You know what I want to say. And it's just a bunch of junk, okay? A bunch of baloney. It's real world issues that are now somehow associated with the crypto market. And that's just the world that we're living in right now. And that's a shock. That's a shock to the crypto people. Because before it was just like, oh, what? There's a coin about a monkey? Oh, to the moon, bro. Monkey coin to the moon, bro. Well, that's not the case right now. It's like, what's Bitcoin going to do? And historically, we're right on track for just normal. Everything's normal with Bitcoin. Not so normal with the altcoins. Okay, if you want to do some trading, that's the way I'm making my money right now. It's trading. I was dabbling in the trenches lately. Trenches are tough right now. Honestly, I'm enjoying leverage trading more than the trenches right now. I'm having more success just trading the stuff, obviously, than holding the stuff. And what the cool thing is when you're trading, whether you're trading to the long side or the short side, you make more money that you can DCA into the market if you're a crypto bull. And to the question I started out the stream with, is this a bull market? Is it not a bull market? It's a bull market, guys. Okay. It's just not going the way you want it to go right now. And that's just the reality of the situation. And, all we have is the 4-year cycle. It's all we have to go off of, folks. It's all we've got. Frank Villalobos says, guys, smash the like button. And Frank Villalobos is exactly right. I got 126 of yous watching right now. 70 guys watching on X, 56 of yous watching on the YouTubes. Hope you're doing right. Also not right about Apple. They're not going to start making them in America. No, I know. But Ben, you know, what are they going to build the factory overnight? I get it. Like, look, and I'm balanced. I'm not a lefty. I'm not a righty. I'm just a guy that like looks at a thing as like that stinks, and maybe here's the good and maybe here's the bad. And that's what we should all be. I think, unfortunately, people get aligned with a side. But like the reality of the situation is, Ben, if you think that like all of a sudden, and like you got to remember too, you know, the raw materials for the chips, for NVIDIA, where does that come from? We're not mining that. If we are, we're mining a minuscule amount. The supply is owned by China. So the tariffs, you know, they do affect us. You know, it's real. It's real. It's tough, you know. It's tough. And, you know, no, I'm not okay with everything being produced in China at all. But it's a conversation that's ongoing, and this is affecting our crypto market right now. And it's just tough time. It's weird that it is, you know, I was always telling you guys that crypto is going to get political. And even though I've been calling that for the last 3 years, man, I really didn't want it to get this political. I didn't want it to get political in the first place. I think politics sucks. But it's very political now. And we got to talk about some of this stuff. So first off, how you doing, guys? I hope you're doing okay. Arthur Silva in the chat says, not a bull market. Not a bull market. Let's put a poll out, okay? Let's see here. Here's Around Town saying, honestly, the truth is finally coming out. If you didn't buy a year ago, you're in the red. And even if you can not lie, it still sucks. And now you can even see every YouTuber's editor, not you. Well, I appreciate it, not me. Okay, cool. Well, even if it was, it's okay. You know, I just, you know, I'm going to tell it how it is. You guys tell it how it is. We all got to tell it how it is. Look, I'm still bullish. I'm still calling this a bull market. I'm just telling you that it's not going the way that we want it to go. With altcoins specifically, it's going just fine with Bitcoin. And if you can't admit that, well, then you probably didn't have enough Bitcoin. And that's just the reality of the situation. Okay. And that's tough. And I wish I had more Bitcoin, right? And as opposed to the altcoins, right? I probably went a little too far into the altcoins myself as well. And I think there's a lot of people feeling that right now. Okay. But in general, we have had opportunities. And the reality of the situation, unfortunately, is we were here talking about it when Bitcoin was at 15K. But there's some people that joined us and joined crypto, unfortunately, when XRP was hitting $3 the first time this cycle. And if you bought when XRP was hitting $3, and I'm not just talking about buying XRP, I'm talking about buying pretty much anything, you're getting rocked right now. And that's tough. Okay. And that's really tough. That's really tough. I'm still bullish. I think we're going to have a reversal, and I think the altcoins are still due for a pop. We haven't seen it yet, but I still think that it's coming. Okay. Smash a like button if you like the raw, unfiltered truth that we're trying to provide for you guys here every single day on this channel. And Witty Driscoll, I like that. I like that. Says it's a bull calf market. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Crypto Keeper says, I purchased most of my bags during the FTX dump and still up on those. My guy. Loving that. That's what you get for being here in the worst of times. And right now it is one of the worst of times. The fear and greed index is down to 20, guys. That's tough. That's a tough thing. Yesterday, though, we did have an interesting story. Very good story. Staff statement on meme coins. As a part of an effort to provide greater clarity on the application of federal security laws to crypto assets, the Division of Corporation Finance is providing its views on meme coins. A meme coin is a type of crypto asset inspired by internet memes, characters, current events, or trends. Blah, 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 blah. Meme coins are not securities. That's what they say in this. So there you go. A meme coin does not constitute any of the common financial instruments specifically enumerated in the definition of security because it's amongst other things. So they're calling it a collectible. That's what they're going to call it. Yeah. So there you go. And that's good for memes. But, you know, frankly, nobody really cares about the memes right now. Nobody really cares about the memes. Wild. Just wild. So this is done. You know what's crazy, though, is this. We have had the SEC relinquish the all the court cases that they've been going through. They've given up on all the court cases. Coinbase officially, done. Robinhood done. It's good. Wins for Robinhood, wins for Coinbase. They surrender on a lot of things lately. And here's the latest. SEC drops charges against the Banana Man. Okay? Banana Man. Okay. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I said it like that. SEC drops charges against Banana Man, Chinese billionaire, after he pumps $30 million into Trump's crypto scheme. Justin Sun is celebrating avoiding a fraud investigation by posting handshake emojis on X. Look at this man eat this banana. This what was this? A $6.2 million banana. You guys remember that? That was a top signal, folks. Unfortunately, that was a top signal, folks. Unfortunately, it was. So was the Trump meme coin launch. But this is a big story today, and here's CNN writing about this. A crypto mogul invested millions into Trump's coins is getting a reprieve on civil fraud. I want you guys to pay attention here, because one of the biggest stories of the next 4 years of this presidential administration is going to be Trump coin. And unfortunately, that sucks for crypto. Okay? That's tough. It does. This is good for Justin Sun. But you can kind of see that they're calling him a polarizing figure, and they don't like Justin Sun because he backed, Trump's project and all these things. And so this is what I'm saying about crypto's political now. It's just what it is. Okay? Compounding of conflicts of interest, right? So this is what you're going to see. And there you go. And then we're talking about, I think they talk about Malay in here and all these different things. And so this is what we're doing. This is what we're dealing with. These are the types of headlines that we're working with right now. But let's talk about the Bitcoin National Strategic Reserve. Senator Cynthia Lummis, she's the Bitcoin lady in government these days, says reportedly that it is likely that U.S. states will stockpile Bitcoin before the federal government does. And I'm not surprised to see that. We're already seeing that. And the federal government moves very slow. Now, state governments move slow, but the federal government moves a lot slower. So it's going to be a while, guys. It's not probably not even a first 100 days thing. I don't know. But we are seeing states already do this. It's still a plan. How we doing, Coin Baron? Been a supporter on the channel for 8 months. Happy bounce day. Are we getting a bounce? Are we getting a bounce? Are we getting a bounce right now? Let's see. What do we got for the charts here? What do we got? Do I have any? Are we getting a bounce? We did get a bounce, but I don't know. Let's see. I want to show you something, though. You want to see where my man's at with the market right now? Where my mind's at with the market right now? That's where my mind's at with the market right now. Guys, that's the reality of the situation. Oh, my screen's not showing. That's the reality of the market right now. You know what? And look, here you go. You know what? I should set a little stop loss. I'm going to set a little stop loss. Here we go. We're going to do a little stop loss. I'll set it. I'm okay if it goes there. So there we go. But there you go. I got a little stop loss in now. You can see my stop loss up there. If we shoot up, that's good. I don't like to set it too close, but I'm in a little short right now. Why? Why would I short this market? I want to recover. I do want a recovery. I want a recovery. But guys, we are in a tough little spot right here. And it's, hey, if I've been making a lot of nice trades on these shorts. I've been shorting this thing and making some good money. And so I do believe that, this is, and this was the range that I was talking about yesterday. We didn't quite get down there, but what we did get down to was the bull market support band, which is resting kind of right here at about 81, 82K. I've seen some people talking about. And so we tested down through the bull market support band. So we could be getting, and this short could go the wrong way for me. Indeed. We could be getting some kind of bounce off the bull market support band here, but I have a hard time believing that we're actually going to, even if we bounce, like see something like that. I have a hard time believing that. I think if we do bounce, we're going to see something like, stupid and lame like this for a while until we come back and see in June and July the rate cuts actually get going. And we need rate cuts. And I think that we're going to wait until, Q3 right now. And so Kip's unusually bearish, right? I am unusually bearish for the short term. And, I still think these are great accumulation opportunities. Like, if you love crypto and you love Bitcoin and you're not accumulating here, well, then, that's going to be tough for you. But, I'm accumulating, I'm shorting the market so I can get more powder to then continue to DCA into this space. But what I do here is like, okay, so here we go. I shorted it basically up on these green candles last night. Okay. Boom. I was shorting there. I was shorting up here. I was shorting here. I was longing here. Okay. That's just what you do, right? And you see there's clearly a trend, and eventually that trend is going to be broken, which is why you have to keep your, winnings, let's call it. And we may have wicked above that. Maybe we're coming back up here, but maybe we're going to come back down and trickle down to these levels. Maybe we're going to trickle back down to these levels. Let's look at total market cap real quick. Total market cap right now, our weekly candle is lower than our previous 2021 highs. We are coming down. I've been telling you guys that this weekly candle, I wanted to see it retest at 3 trillion. Well, guess what? We're testing lower than 3 trillion, unfortunately. And guys, this V-shaped recovery with the way that inflation's going, unfortunately, here's what I'm going to do. I just deleted it. I've had that thing for like 2 months. It could happen, okay? But I'm getting it out of my mind for now, okay? What I'm keeping in my mind right now is some key things. One, weekly candles up here. This was our March 2024 highs for total market cap. I want to see a weekly candle bounce here. Now, if we lose this level, that's going to stress me out a little bit. It's going to stress me out a little bit, okay? But I don't think we're going to lose that level. I don't want to lose that level. I don't think we have to lose that level. If we did, we could easily come back down to 2.4 even, which is see here. We've came down to those areas before. So these are all possibilities. But it's going to be very difficult, my friends, to see us just absolutely bounce back up like that. Now, that being said, I actually take that back. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted my Nike swoosh. I've revised the Nike swoosh. Let's do it that way. Why? Well, let me undo this for you, and let me get rid of that right there. And look at the bottom of my screen, and I want you guys to see this. So here we are right now in February, March, still down. April, coming back up. Maybe we'll start coming back up in March. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a bounce in March. April, coming up a little bit. Maybe May, we're coming up a little bit. Getting ready for June, now we're in June. In July are when we're supposed to get some Fed rate cuts. Well, if we get those rate cuts right around here, that's June and July. Now we're breaking out again. Now we're back in bull market mania mode, and then we can see us go back up. And I still do think, guys, that there's a possibility that we see this thing come up to like 10 trillion or something at some point in this bull market. If you look at the overall narrative for cryptocurrency specifically is bullish. If you look at the narrative for markets overall right now, it is bearish. Can that change? Yes. Will it change? I hope so. I think it will. I think inflation will get better. Some people that don't like the president say he's going to run it to the ground. And some people that love him say he's going to fix it all. I sit here and I say, I'm always rooting for our president, no matter who it is. But I can't tell you that I know exactly how this is going to play out. And so that's the level of uncertainty we're sitting with right now. And that's why this market is providing you an incredible buying opportunity. Because nothing is inherently changed about Bitcoin. Though the macroeconomic level and the inflation problem has definitely changed, okay? We thought we were going to be getting rate cuts sooner than this. We thought we were going to be getting more aggressive rate cuts, but we didn't. And that's tough. And that's tough stuff, McGruff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, forget about it. So anyway, I'm in a little short position right now. Little short position. No big deal. No big deal. I don't know. We'll see. I got my stop loss. I'm going to set my stop loss. I'm going to set my stop loss a little bit lower. We're going to bring it right up to the top of this, actually. Just in case, we'll bring it right up to there. We'll just bring it right there. There we go. So at the worst, I'm up $180. If I lose 300. That's what I do a little bit with leverage trading, but I'm looking for, opportunities to kind of get into this stuff. Buying high, in this on a low time frame, it doesn't really look like it, but buying high, you see this? This is up here. This is the close of the 4-hourly candle. Short at the top of the 4-hourly candle. And it could come down, and if it comes down even to like 81, I'll probably take profit and then look for another trade, right? I'm not staying in these trades for weeks or days. I'm staying in these trades for, minutes or hours sometimes. So that's how I'm doing it. I'm curious, what are your strategies out there? And I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving financial advice, guys. But I love this stuff. I love crypto. And I am bullish on crypto in the long term, in the midterm, but in the short term, I'm like, God, geez, better buy the dip. Just buying opportunities. You better buy the dip. If you love crypto and you're bullish on the future, then I don't understand why you wouldn't get the discount. There's this pair of shoes that I wanted, but it's very expensive. I'm going to wait for it to go on discount. Oh, look, my shoes that I wanted to buy are 50% off. Are you going to buy them now that they're 50% off? Are you going to wait for them to go back to 100% price again? I think you're going to buy the discount. So why would you buy your Bitcoin discount? It's the easiest way to explain buying the dip to people is relating it to, if you have awesome clothes that are at the clearance rack, or you could pay a premium for the brand new fashion, which does anybody really care about the brand new? No, I don't care about it. I want a good deal for some nice stuff. And Bitcoin's some pretty nice stuff. And guess what? You got a good deal on it right now. Bing, bing, bop. Okay, yeah, I was going to do this. Let's do this. I wanted to put out a poll in the chat. So let's put out a little poll in the chat. Put a poll in the chat. Okay. Let's go. Is the bull market over? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let's see where your minds are at, guys. Your minds, hearts, and souls. Where are your hearts and minds and souls? Ray Khan says no. All right, a couple other stories. So anyway, the states are going to come out with the strategic reserve before the federal government. No surprise there. Let's talk about this. Benjamin Cowen is moving deeper into his logarithmic regression band. That's tough. This is Ben has been talking about how Bitcoin needs to come home. Guys, there's a reality, or Ethereum needs to come home. For a long time, he's been talking about that. There's a reality where we could see ETH come down as low as 950 down to $1,000. That's the reality. That's a possibility, guys. That's a possibility. It doesn't have to. We could be getting a bounce here for altcoins. If we do get a bounce, I don't expect it to be a strong bounce. It could be a strong bounce, which is why you just DCA and accumulate. Because if all of a sudden things just reversing up, and here's the thing that drives me nuts about it is, like, the truth is crypto should get an insane bounce here, and it should move to the upside really fast. Why? Because if you have a problem with inflation, you have a problem with the Fed, and you don't like tariffs, so guess what? You can off-ramp yourself to all those problems with traditional markets by buying Bitcoin. But the world is not started to treat Bitcoin like that truly yet, and we're waiting for the world to do that. And so I wouldn't be super surprised if we got a strong bounce here, because naturally it's the thing that makes the most sense, not necessarily for ETH, but for Bitcoin overall. And ETH and altcoins should rally if Bitcoin rallies in a big way, which we still haven't seen yet in this cycle. But if you really want altcoins to rally, you do need the Fed to cut rates. But Bitcoin could absolutely get a recovery back to the upside and stop the bleeding on altcoins in the meantime. So anyway, So anyway, I hope that makes sense to you guys. We're dipping. We see Fidelity selling. ARK Invest is selling. Grayscale is selling. BlackRock also selling. Millions and billions right now. Okay, everybody's scaling out of the market. This isn't a secret right now. You know, I think that there is definitely still accumulation going on amongst the big dogs out there. So anyway, you know, keep an eye out, guys. Look at these dips. They're good dips. We got good dips here. Look at this. Look at these dips. Look at how beautiful these dips are. You gotta love these dips. If you don't like these dips, then you don't like discounts, and that don't make no sense to me. I'm going to talk about something that now you guys are going to be like, why would you say this, Kip? Why would you say this, Kip? What if Bitcoin did something absolutely unexpected? And it came all the way back down to like 42K. Would you be angry, happy, or sad? Me? My emotions are carved out for the crypto market. If Bitcoin did the unexpected and went lower than this whole area, which would be shocking to me, the opportunity to buy Bitcoin at these areas or anything below this range is like, it's like a godsend. I mean, it would be, you've got one more shot at that point. If you want to become a whole coiner and you're not a whole coiner, congratulations. If that happens, you got one more shot. Now, I am not saying that that is going to happen. I am not a guy coming out here and calling for a 42K Bitcoin. Is anything down here possible? The reality is yes, it's all possible. It's all possible. There's this kind of, you know, no, here we go. There's this kind of, if you can just see it, it's this logarithmic, you know, band for crypto. And it kind of goes out and to the side over time. It's a logarithmic band, okay? Yes, there's a world where this can happen. And we could come down and touch to these areas and still go up over time, right? You know, but eventually, down the road, right? And maybe I made it too, you know, maybe it's like this still, you know, it's going to, you know, eventually the volatility is going to become less and less, and we're going to get smaller bull markets and smaller bear markets. That's just the reality of the situation. And you're already seeing that, guys. You're already seeing that. Okay, here you go. You know, there's a big bull market. Here is less of a bull market, you know, and you could clearly, you know, see this. That's what we're dealing with. And so, you know, do you believe Bitcoin's going to be at $1 million one day? Well, that's all you need to really, that's all I think about. Okay. That's all I think about. In the meantime, you're making money, you're up, you take some profit. You see it low, you buy some, it goes up, you take some profit. You keep some forever? Sure. Altcoins less so than Bitcoin, that's for sure. I think my short's about to get stopped out. And that's okay. Yeah, I think we're about to get stopped out. Not yet. We got time. We're still up on the trade. But I you know, I am still remaining skeptical here that we're getting a bounce today. People are just too negative right now. Maybe that's the great time to buy. Maybe the smart money's finally going to come pouring back in. I tweeted the other day as well. Like, here, let me show you. Little quick in and outs, make a quick buck, take advantage of the opportunity. Oh, wait, that's not the one. I've been shorting. Almost time for a big whopper long. I'm looking for it. I just don't know if we're there yet. I could miss it. I'm still doing shorts with my stop losses set. Here's Benjamin Cowan. I like this guy a lot. You know, this is what he's predicting. First, Bitcoin dominance goes back over 60%. We've seen that. Market sells off and ETH goes home. We've seen that. He's saying we're still seeing that, is what he's arguing. ETH is going home. It's in the middle of home. It's going home. Then we're going to have the Fed and the quantitative tightening. Market then will rally, which is what we've been talking about here. Macro gets worse later in year recession. Typical midterm bear market 2026. So now he's calling for bear market in 2026. And so, yeah, I mean, there you go. That could happen. That could happen. And maybe we go a little further into 2026 or maybe we don't. It just, we're going to be very curious to see how that stage goes. So it's going to be an interesting time, guys. And that makes it for toughness right now. Tough times. Hey, my short's going back up or down, however you want to say it. Anyway, I am doing a lot of trading, guys. I'm doing a lot of trading. And if you want to trade, you can sign up for Blowfin using our link. Check it out. Right now, if you deposit $100, you get $10 in XRP for free. There's a $5.6 million prize pool for a trading contest on Blowfin right now. If you want to check it out, you can do so using our link. I'm in a short right now. And I'm bullish on crypto and I'm shorting it. You can be both things at the same time. Brother CN, I kind of said, yeah, maybe. And the Papa says, good morning, bullish long-term. Me too, brother. Me too. As for CRO, not my focus right now. It's not doing well. You can't expect Crocoin to pump unless Bitcoin is pumping and unless our total market cap is going up. And neither of those things are happening right now. So it just doesn't matter. But I'll tell you, if you love Crocoin, it's at a big discount right now. Where's it at today? 7.3 cents. Holding on to this low, but yeah, I've got these sloppy red circles drawn. I mean, it could, just to show you generally where it could go. It could come back down to these lows, guys. It could come back down to these lows, and that's going to bring us into, 5 or, God forbid, 4 cents again. That would be crazy. I did not think we were going to get there. Around Town 27 says, I like Blowfin more than most. I do too. I like Blowfin a lot. Yeah, pull your shorts up, Kip. I wore sweatpants to the grocery store the other day, and I had that plumber's crack going on. It was funny. It was bad. I was getting some water bottles, and I felt a breeze. That's how you know you're becoming an old man. Still a young guy. Just a hairless guy now. Yeah, if you guys want to support the channel in tough times like these, you want to support the channel. Oh, look at this. Bitcoin slipping. You could become a member on our channel if you'd like to as well. That helps us keep going. It's nice. It helps us put a little extra food on the table for our families. Here we go. I shorted it right here. That's, now it might only come back down to 81 or something. So what I'll do is I'll adjust my stop loss and I'll drag my stop loss down a little bit more. Matt Crafter said it exactly right. You're not bald. You're aerodynamic. You're darn tootin'. You are darn tootin', mate. I'll tell you what. All right, guys. Here's the deal. We're gonna increase some leverage here. Oh, I can't because I got this going. Let's get rid of the stop loss. We'll bring the stop loss back, and we're gonna up the leverage. I think we're gonna slip a little bit more. And you know what? I'm gonna put my stop loss back in, and we're just gonna put it at 0. There you go. We'll put it at 2%. No, we'll go 4%. There you go. There it is. So there you go. I'll be up 4% on the trade if it comes back up, but there you go. So right now we're printing gains. It's a beautiful time to be trading. If you guys want to do some trading, sign up using our link down below if you want to trade with me. It's like I took the short up here You know, again, it doesn't look like the greatest when you're on the low time frames, but I'm trading on, you know, kind of the longer time frames, looking at this, like come back up. Here you go. You got your 4-hourly candle off this moving average and a rejection. We're showing a lot of there's a lot of weakness in the market right now, guys. It's tough. It's tough. Tough time. Tough time. We are slipping lower. Here we go. You know, just simple stuff to think about, guys, when you're doing this kind of stuff is like, you know, there's a chance that, you know, you get a little bounce here. There's a chance you get a little bounce here. You know, so these are things to keep an eye on. These are things to keep an eye on. Get out of here. So we'll see. If I get stopped out, I really don't care. This was a little bit greedy of me to do. I could have just kept my nice 10x in there, but you know what? Here, I have kind of some decently high conviction that we're coming down a little bit more. But if you know, if I get stopped out, that's okay. That's okay. We're okay with that. What else is going on in the chat, guys? I hope you're doing well today. Getting a little bounce off the 5-minute moving averages here. Thanks, Crypto Commander. Though I don't know about that. I wish I could. There you go. I didn't want to put that link up. I wanted to get rid of that comment. Try not to put links in the chat, Crypto Commander. I don't know how to get rid of the links on X though. Don't click links in the chat, guys, unless it's our pinned link. Okay. Did you miss the sweet talk? I didn't really talk, Swee. Right now, my daughter's crying. That makes me sad. Hit the gym, picked up some soul and some swole. You're good, Crypto. Just don't do that. Don't put it. Appreciate you though. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, you know, because if you're a bad guy, you know, I'm not accusing you of being a bad guy, but if you're a bad guy, you know, you get my people, okay? And then people start going crazy with links in the chat. But I don't know how to actually stop the X chats. I gotta figure that out. You just brought me upon a discovery, Crypto Commander. So we'll see. You know what, guys? This is too close. I want to keep this thing going. I'm gonna bring it back to even. I'm gonna bring it back to even because I think we're gonna keep slipping a little bit here. But we could bounce back up to this range a little bit before we go down further. No, not bad, not bad. Why is Peanut pumping? I don't know. Let's see what we got. What is pumping today? Not much, that's for sure. Oh, there you go. You got Peanut the squirrel pumping today. I don't know, but like you got to put it in perspective too. It's like, even though Peanut the squirrel's pumping, yeah, I mean, after dying, it's down 90%. So will you rather wait to DCA or DCA right now? Well, DCAing would be just like, oh, it's down, let me buy a little bit now. If it goes lower, buy a little bit lower. It would just be real DCAing is like, I'm going to buy this much every day, every 7 days, every 15 days, every 30 days. And then you just buy no matter what the price is. That's kind of real DCAing. So, I mean, DCA always would be, if you're a DCA, you just dollar cost averaging because you believe the asset's going to go up over time. Yeah. Oh, we're pumping. I mean, we're not pumping, but getting a little bounce here, a little relief, reprieve. There you go. That way I'm a winner in the end. Daryl Young back. Glad you like the tunes, Papa. Glad you like the tunes. You got to turn on your notification bell. Notificaciones. All right. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I am Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Hang in there, guys. Keep your chin up, kid. Keep your chin up, kid. It's going to be okay, kid. I'm telling you, it's going to be okay. Just remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice, so forget about it. But look, I'm pulling off some short trades. I'm pulling off a couple quick longs on some bounces. But I'm looking at shorts right now, and I'm looking for that whopper long that I haven't found yet. But I'm gonna keep an eye out for it. Now that Daryl's here, it's time to go. Just kidding, Daryl. Hope you're doing great, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Have your wonderful weekend. Adam, sorry I missed your chat. That quarterly burn stuff. I don't know, man. We'll see about all that. We'll come back to that one, okay? Adam, appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys in the chat. Sushi and Papa and Jeremy Jackson and all you guys. Welcome. Goodbye. Hello. I would sing a song to say goodbye, but we'll get a copyright strike, Moloto in the chat on Rumble says, which exchange you use? I use Blowfin. I've got a link. It's pinned in the chat and Rumble. That's the one I use. And then I get my money into crypto through crypto.com, which we've got a link on YouTube in the description, affiliate link for crypto.com. And then if you want to put money from your bank into crypto.com, you can then transfer that over to Blowfin. And then that's where I do like my trading more so. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Smash the like, subscribe. I'll see you next time, y'all. Focus Pocals. Deuces.